Hey, it's getting really bad for Donald Trump. The new civil rights movement is reporting that I don't even know how to set this up. So Donald Trump told this lie that, quote, thousands and thousands of Muslim Americans in Jersey City, New Jersey, were cheering and celebrating the 9/11 attacks. And there's a reporter named Serge Kovaleski who was a reporter for the Washington Post back on September 11th of 2001. And he wrote about police interviewing people accused of allegedly celebrating the attacks, and none of the accusations were actually true. So he has written about this extensively. He happens to have a physical disability which limits the functioning of his joints. He carries himself in a way that is notably not what you would typically see for an individual that is completely able bodied. And on Tuesday, Donald Trump mocked Kovaleski. And by every reasonable analysis of the video, it seemed like Trump was motioning and mimicking Kovaleski's disability. Now, I'm going to play the video for you. If you are only listening to this, you can easily find the video online. Let's take a look at the video, and then we'll talk about what's going on here.
Written by a nice reporter. Now the poor guy, you got to see this guy. Oh, I don't know what I said. I don't remember. He's going like, I don't remember. Oh, maybe that's what I said. This was 14 years ago. They didn't do a retraction.
That reporter he is talking about is Serge Kovaleski, who now works for the New York Times. As you can see right there, he suffers from a chronic condition that impairs movement of his arms. A Times spokesman says they find it outrageous that Trump would ridicule the man's appearance.
Yeah, it's outrageous that Donald Trump would ridicule someone's appearance instead of the substance of what they say, right? I mean, he only has done it to Carly Fiorina. He did it to Rand Paul. It's completely crazy, right? Because there's no track record of Donald Trump of ridiculing people's appearance.
Let's not forget Rosie O'Donnell.
Naturally.
That's a big one. Yes, Trump likes to do that. And
he's fixated on people's appearance, even that of his own daughter, who he seems obsessed with.
Yes, and his own, Dave. He has said many times, he talks about how handsome he is. And it's, Dave, are we going to fall into this trap too? I mean, I don't think he's a very good-looking guy, but he thinks he's incredibly handsome.
Donald Trump.
So it's kind of like, yeah.
I couldn't care less what Donald Trump looks like. What I do care about is that then Trump really went off the rails, because after this controversy blew up, he tried to deny that he was making fun of Kovaleski's physical condition by saying, I have no idea who this reporter is. I don't know what he looks like. I don't know what his level of intelligence is. I don't know if he's J.J. Watt or Muhammad Ali. Despite having one of the greatest memories, I don't remember ever having met him. Unfortunately, that is not true. They met many, many times. Kovaleski, in fact, saying Donald and I were on a first-name basis for years. I've interviewed him in his office. I've talked to him at press conferences. I would say I've met him around a dozen times. What do you think is the truth here, right? I mean, it's very... Donald Trump has never mocked anybody else that I'm aware of by mimicking what happens to be the physical disability of this particular reporter. Then he claims he has a great memory, but he's never met him. He's actually met him 12 times.
I really doubt that Serge is lying about meeting Donald Trump. So is it possible that Trump has a poor memory? Maybe. Maybe he's telling the truth about that. But I don't think there's any denying that he's mocking the appearance, or, mocking the way this guy moves around or whatever.
Very little doubt whatsoever. And if Trump's tax plan and foreign policy ideas don't scare you, you should